Welcome back to another Captain's Call. I'm Captain John Bushy.
I'm MAC Brooks.
I'm AT2 Jefferson.
And welcome to HSC 12. Why don't we get into some of our announcements we have this week?
Yes, sir.
Acting CMC, would you like to jump in there?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Base-wide power outage. Beginning April 18th at 11 p.m., 2300, there will be a planned power outage along the J line ending on April 19th at 07. Please stay tuned to the base information channel and NFA Atsugi Facebook pages for more information. And for any questions or concerns, please call Public Works at 264-0115.
Okay, there's going to be a new on-base bus schedule. Beginning on March 23rd, the bus schedule will change. The Morning Express will depart at 06 and a second departure at 0640. For more information on the current bus schedule, please call Public Works at 264-0115.
For bicycle safety, with warmer weather comes more pedestrians and bicycles on the road. For those who choose to cycle on base, please be aware that you are considered a vehicle and are expected to observe the same traffic laws as all motor vehicles. This includes stopping at traffic signs and intersections, wearing reflective clothing at night, ensuring you have working lights on your bike, and wearing secured helmets. These rules are meant to protect both cyclists and other roadway users. Failure to follow traffic laws can result in point deductions on your SOFA license as well as possible traffic court. For more on traffic safety and to find all the rules, please check out the NAF Atsugi Facebook page for more information.
If I could just jump in for a second. Hey, we need everybody's help if you could with the bicycle safety. We want to make sure that everybody's safe. I don't want to have us be the tyrants out there chasing it down every bike that's not doing the right thing. But when you have a traffic pattern, you're used to seeing vehicles, you're used to seeing bicycles outfitted a certain way, riding in a certain manner, observing the traffic regulations. When somebody runs the stop sign or somebody doesn't observe the traffic safety rules, that can lead to an accident, that can lead to other problems. So please help us out by policing yourself so that we don't have to be the bad guys.
Yes, sir. New Command Fitness Leader class. The next Command Fitness Leader class on board NFA Atsugi will be held April 27th through May 1st. A package must be filled out to enroll, to include a printout from your PRIMS showing a score of excellent or better. A mock PFA for 2015 is required, and if that does not show up in PRIMS, a designation as a Command CFL or a CFL from the commanding officer or OIC as applicable, and a current CPR qualification is also necessary. The application can be found on NKO under Personal Development tab. For assistant, please call PS1 at 264-3266.
Okay, Navy College. The Navy College office is hosting the 2015 NAF Atsugi Graduate Recognition Ceremony, and that's going to be held on Wednesday, April 8th, 2015. If you're interested and to sign up to walk during the graduation ceremony or to attend the event, please call the Navy College office at 264-3280.
And now for our NAF Atsugi Child and Youth Program payment changes. NAF Atsugi Child and Youth Program recently introduced an auto debit system to streamline payment of child care fees using credit or debit cards. This means fees can be charged to your credit or debit card every 2 weeks without having to pay in person. Once auto debit is set up, Central Registration will run payments on the 1st and the 15th, charging your credit or debit card. To sign up, please complete an auto debit authorization form at Central Registration in Building 3250.
Spring heat turn off. Beginning this month, Public Works will start turning off the base heat in preparation for the spring and summer seasons. On March 30th, heat will be turned off in the warehouses, office, and admin areas. On April 2nd, the heat will be turned off in retail areas, clubs, and then lastly, April 6th, the heat will go off in housing, BOQ, BEQ. Public Works will provide any updates as necessary should these dates be adjusted.
And just to jump in on that one, if we do need to change the dates, we're going to make sure that we have all the information out there to the public. We'll put it on our Facebook pages, we'll put it out on Twitter, we'll put it out as many different ways that we can. And we will adjust it as necessary. Should it get warm early, should it stay cold late, something like that. So please just keep your ear to the ground as that information comes out.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Tickets are now on sale for the Osaka, Kyoto, and Universal Studios overnight trip. The bus will depart NAF Atsugi April 18th at 3 a.m. and return to NAF Atsugi April 19th at 11 p.m. The cost is $105 for all E4 sailors and junior, and $116.70 for all E5 and senior sailors. The deadline to sign up is April 7th at the Cash Cage. For more information or to reserve your ticket today, please stop by the NAF Atsugi Cash Cage, located in Building 77.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. Not a bad price either.
I actually just came back from Osaka 2 weeks ago, so
Did you?
had a
Did you have a
great
good time?
Great time. Went to Universal Studios. I definitely recommend everyone go.
Awesome.
And if you do go to Universal Studios, make sure you ride the Harry Potter ride. It's a huge attraction.
So there you have it, a recommendation right there on the spot. Well, that's all we have this week for our command announcements. Let's take a quick break, and then we'll be right back.
Come one, come all to Atsugi's annual Easter egg hunt. It's happening Saturday, April 4th at 10 a.m. at Ranger Park. Egg hunts will be split into age groups and start at 10:15. There will be free refreshments as well. For the full event and entertainment schedule, visit navylifeatsugi.com. Want to improve your bowling score? Come hang out and make new friends at Friday Night Friendship League at Atsugi Lanes. It's held every Friday until the end of May from 5:10 to 7:30 p.m. and is open to both Japanese and American base personnel. Calling all softball players, round up your buddies and turn in your rosters for this year's Captain's Cup tournament by Friday, March 27th. Games will begin Monday, April 6th. All team members must be from the same command, over 18, and out of high school. Enjoy a day out on the town with weekend childcare from the CDC. As part of its Give Parents a Break program, the CDC will offer care from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday, March 28th. Ages 6 weeks to 12 years are eligible, and the cost will be $4 per hour per child. Sign up by March 24th with central registration and start making your plans.
I've been practicing Kung Fu for about 13 years. The true meaning of Kung Fu is skill through time and effort. Anybody who's done their position or does something over and over and just gets better at doing it has Kung Fu. It's because they got their skills just through countless repetition, through time and effort. I work 6 days a week, so I work about 65 hours a week. I think that without Kung Fu, I would have a lot more stress. Learning how to breathe and learning how to calm yourself down and living in the moment and just be, Kung Fu allows me to just exist. Kung Fu becomes everything that you do. You know when you're doing the actual physical tasks on your body that are so hard on your body, and as you get tired, as you get frustrated, one of those things that keeps you going. To do a jump kick one time is just doing it, but try that 100 times. Apply that to your work, apply that to home. And then at that time, everything then essentially becomes Kung Fu. My name is Arian Rock, and this is my release.
All right, and we're back at HC 12. And today, why don't you reintroduce yourself again to everybody?
Yes, sir, Chief. I am AT2 Jefferson here at HC 12.
Okay.
And I've been here for 2 years.
Nice.
and I've enjoyed it. We have a very fast up tempo here at HC-12, doing forward deployed, and it's a lot of challenges, but we always overcome them, and we just keep moving forward.
Awesome. So you said you've been here for 2 years. Where were you at before here?
So I was at San Diego at HC-8 and HC-21, and I did it in between there. I did a tour in Iraq for
Wow.
detainee ops.
Okay. Outstanding. So definitely have a little experience.
Yes, sir.
So, as far as being an AT, what would you tell me you do as an AT? If I were a brand new person looking at trying to join the Navy and thinking about what do I want to do, what would you tell them about the role of an AT?
As an AT, we work on the navigation systems, the communications, as well as radar, and some of the Hellfire systems on the helicopter,
Okay.
sir.
All right. So the technology side is uber important to what you guys are doing, right?
Yes, sir, and it always changes. We always have new software upgrades, and things are always changing on our helicopters. So you have to stay up to speed on different things and
So
keep learning.
what aspect of it do you like the most?
Honestly, the aspect that I love the most is the challenges. The coming to work in the up-tempo, you have to stay flexible.
Mm.
And you always have to stay adaptive to change, which is pretty important, not just at work, but also in life. So you have to be able to adapt quickly when things may come up that you don't expect. So
Outstanding.
I use the term to always expect the unexpected.
So, what role are you playing right now in the squadron? What job do they have you doing?
Right now, I'm our shop's night check supervisor. So I'm in charge of 6 junior sailors, and it's a pretty fun job. I enjoy it. I have a good crew. Our whole AT shop as a whole works hard, but I'm definitely proud of them. And they're the workhorses of the shop, and I get to help guide them.
Good.
Which is pretty fun.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
So, these helicopters are relatively new, a little bit newer than the 20-year-old ones that I was flying a couple years ago. So, what is the biggest headache that you have when you're working on them? Is it being out on the flight deck? Is it doing the water washes? What do you think?
Really, the biggest headache is not too much of just working on the aircraft. It's mainly wiring. And you can't. Sometimes you have to troubleshoot it, and you don't know exactly what it is. And if you're in a time crunch, it can be frustrating sometimes. But
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
one of the biggest obstacles you have working on the aircraft.
Yeah, ATs and AEs definitely have an awful lot that they do with chasing wires,
Yeah.
especially with an aircraft as technologically advanced as the Sierra is. So
Yes, sir.
that's pretty cool. Well, before we move on, is there anybody else that you'd like to say hi to, or any shout-outs you'd like to give? You already kind of gave one to your shop, which I think is really kind of cool. Anybody else you'd like to say hi to?
I'd just like to say hi to my mom and dad back in Georgia, and my brothers and my one sister.
Great, outstanding. Well, awesome. Hey, we've had so many guest CMCs. I wanted to go with Senior Chief, and then I wanted to go to CMC, so how about if we go to MAC instead?
Aye, sir.
How about if we go through some current concerns that our community has, and then we'll wrap it up with some BZs?
Yes, sir. There's a couple concerns today. Service provider, general mess. I would like to see the galley accept all major credit cards, American Express, MasterCard, Visa, etc. This would benefit sailors because they can take advantage of incentives offered by major credit card companies such as airline miles, cashbacks.
Unfortunately, the only thing you can pay for your food with at the galley is the good old U.S. currency, the good old greenback. They don't have the capability for doing credit cards because credit card machines actually cost money. The galley is not a money-making fare, so that would be another charge that we would have to pass on to somebody, and that's not what the galley does. So the only thing by instruction that we can use are U.S. dollars. So thanks for that.
Next one, sir, is service provider of the kennel. I was warned when I booked February 1st for April boarding that the kennel may not be able to accommodate my pet due to possible renovations. I'm requesting that you please consider delaying kennel renovations until after spring break. Many families with pets would like to be able to take advantage of traveling during this time while the school is out of session. Unfortunately, the other nearby option, Zama, has renovations during spring break. When I called to book at Zama as a backup, it was already notified to me that it could not because of the renovations.
Okay, so we did some checking on this. The renovations at our kennels are coming up. They just have not been scheduled yet. So we don't have a good date for you when that will happen. I do know it's not going to be happening though during the spring break period that you're talking about. So just keep your ear to the ground on that. I think your reservations are still good, but we'll try to post that on Facebook and our other social media when we have the information. But not going down though during spring break.
Yes, sir. And our last concern for the day is service provider Naval Security Forces. SOFA parking is not being enforced at Sagami Osaka. Many non-SOFA sponsored plated cars are parking in the lot, making it difficult for military personnel and spouses to park there. Also, the BAH only parking is being utilized by Japanese military and workers, and the lot is becoming full.
Well, security actually makes frequent visits out there. They patrol that area because that is a part of our base. It's where we're supposed to be parking at. If you see anybody who's parked illegally, go ahead and call it into security. We'll try to send somebody out and take a look at it. But we do routinely send folks out there to take a look and make sure that parking enforcement is correct. But thanks for your concern.
And the number for security, sir, is 264-3200, and it's manned 24/7.
Outstanding. Yeah, if you ever lose that number, it's actually on the back of your SOFA driver's license as well, and it lists the 0467 number too. So you can call from off base or with your cell phone. So thanks. All right, any other concerns this week?
No, sir.
All right, how about if we move on to some good things? Would you like to help us out with some BZs?
Yes, sir. Now for some Bravo Zulus. Our first Bravo Zulu goes out to the Single Sailor Program. I visited the Single Sailor Program, the Single Sailor.
I haven't been able to talk all day, so.
Now, so Bravo Zulus. Our first Bravo Zulu goes out to the Single Sailor Program. I visited the Single Sailor Lounge on Friday, the 6th of March, and had a wonderful dinner and a great time. Thank you. Our second Bravo Zulu goes out to Halsey Fitness Center. Functional fitness class is fantastic. Lindsay and Ashley are great instructors. And our last Bravo Zulu goes out to legal service. The legal office staff that comprises of Nagano-san and Ellen One Davison is not only cheerful and friendly, but very helpful and competent. They are able to explain how documents work and actually take the time to ask how their client's day is going. I call that stellar service.
All right. Well, thank you very much for tuning in. One BZ that I'd like to give out to our Public Works Department is actually two BZs. One is to the cultural heritage folks as well as to the environmental management folks. They just got recognized as Installation of the Year for their hard work, so I want to say thank you to them. And I know they put a lot of hard work into that, so thank you very much. But I think unless Chief and AT2, do you have anything else to put out?
No, sir.
No, sir.
All right. Well, I think that's all we have this week, so thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.